course for the Formula Ones. If you want to know more about the airplanes and the pilots, start out at page 62, 63, and on and on and on. It will show you all the planes, all the pilots, and then the winners of the gold race over the course of the years that they have been racing here. Welcome back, Steve Temple.
Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it. And good morning, Reno. Appreciate everybody coming out this early and watching the formulas. This is a medal race for us. This is the bronze race. We've got a 3-2-1 stack on the runway. They'll be starting on runway 8 with a direct entry onto the course. Setting on the pole this morning is Steve Coleman in the Slab Dog. In the middle is Push Wag from India, true international Formula One racer, and Annie. On the outside is the Outlaw, Scott Holmes out of Edmonton, Canada. Carl Robinson in the middle row inside in the Buddy Special. Todd Rumsey in Sonic Boom, and Dominic Cacolici in the Sky Attic. All of these aircraft are Cassett 3Ms or Cassett modified. They're running 0200 engines, Continental engines, normally aspirated. In the bronze class, some of these can be sport flyers where we fly them on the weekend. And cross country, when I'm done flying this next race, we're just going to put a little fuel in it. I'm going to fly it down to Minden, Nevada, and we'll disassemble it down there just to get out of the way so the Reno National Air Race hangar can be available. And come on down and visit us there. We have some T-shirts and some swag. It's shady down there, and there's just a ton to see in the pits, and we'd really like to see all our fans down there. We do what's called a racehorse start or a shotgun start. We're the only ones who start on the runway. It's a formation takeoff. We like to say it's an uncooperative formation. So a lot of the mix and a lot of the race will be determined by the time we roll into number 1 pylon off to your right. All 6 pylons are lit. That's a recent change in about the last 2 or 3 years. Normally only 1 and 4 were lit, but it sure does make them easier to find if they're all lit. We'll be seeing speeds right around 185 to 195 from these Cassets. The kind of some of the backstory, the guy who's sitting on the pole today, Stephen Coleman, he's an airline pilot out east, but he flew that airplane in about 3 days all the way out from Massachusetts and tried to set a cross-country speed record. We're not quite sure if he's got it, but it was certainly a feat to sit in that little airplane for hours and hours and hours. So we're really proud of him, and we gave him a little nickname, the Iron Bottom. Might be a little variation of that, but he sure can get it done flying, that's for sure.
Well, Steve, it wasn't so rough. I know he didn't have first class. I know he didn't have a meal or beverage, but there was a movie on his flight. If he looked out the window, he could see Gone with the Wind. Okay, yuck it up, everybody.
Come on.
God's sake.
He's quite the pilot.
Racing continues day 4 Saturday at the 2023 National Championship Air Race. Is a very, very special week here in Reno. Tommy Sanders here with Air Race and Air Show announcer extraordinaire Rob Lowe. And Rob, we've got some F1 action, obviously. We got a little taste of it right there, and we're ready to go. Not with just any heat. We're into the bronze. We're into the medal heats. These first 2 heats we'll watch today.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. This is Saturday, and in Formula One, we are already in our maidens. We are going to award our medals. This will be the bronze medal race right here. You can see our racers are getting ready on the track there on screen. Our ground crews are beginning to exit the runway, and direct your attention to the left side of your screen. You see a white pickup there with a big red flag. That tells our racers that we're within minutes of getting started. You can see our aircraft start on the runway in what we call a standing start or a horse race start. They're spaced out, 3 on the front row, 2 in the middle row, and 1 in the back row. In this case, we have 6 racers that we'll look at here in just a minute, and we'll make our way through that. Here's our pole position, Tommy. That's Stephen Coleman, Providence, Rhode Island. Race number 37, the aircraft we call Slab Dog, a Cassett racer.
Number 1 qualifier at 184 miles an hour in the number 2 position. Push Walk by India, our first Indian racer here at this incredible international event. Very happy about that. He's our second place pole position, and he is in the Annie, race 17.
Now on the right side of the runway there, this is runway 8 at Reno Stead Airport. Scott Holmes, race 9, the Outlaw Special, red and white Cassett.
White with the yellow wings, that's Carl Robinson, Longview, Texas, and the Buddy Special, the Cassett racer there, race number 6.
And beside Carl, we have our next racer is Todd Rumsey, race 58. There it is, the beautiful multicolored, almost rainbow-colored aircraft. That's also a Cassett racer, known as the Sonic Zoom.
6-spot qualifier, number 72, race 72, Dominic Cappellicci. And the Sky Addict, also a Cassett 3.
Well, Tommy, as we get ready to race, you can see the crews have vacated the runway. All the final checks have been done. Our engines are running. We are moments away now from getting started. That red flag we saw a moment ago will be popping up into a green flag here in just a minute. And once the green flag goes up, I promise you the adrenaline is racing in that cockpit, because when the green flag drops, we are underway. Now the aircraft will depart on this runway. They will begin to make their way around. You saw in the graphic just before we started, we make the up close and personal 3.5-mile closed course pylon racing here, shoulder to shoulder racing in what is our oldest continuous racing class here at Reno. We're in our 59th year, our final year. The final flag, there you can see the big red flag. You can see the green one off to the side. When we see that swap, we are going to get ready to go. But one interesting thing, Tommy, about this standing start is once we get up and running, the racers can jockey for position that first time around, but until they get back to the home pylon, we don't start counting that as a lap, and we also don't start the time. That allows 2 things to happen. It's an engine oil warm-up lap. We know it as a starter lap, but it also lets the aircraft get up to speed where they're most effective and safe.
These F1 competitors have been racing for the 4th day now, in a row now. This is the ultimate event for the bronze class here. The medal will be awarded today.
Yeah, when we have this race done, Tommy, I mean, it's really surreal to think about, but this will be the last bronze medal that we issue at Reno at the National Championship Air Races. So it's getting real now, and look, the race flag has swapped to green. We are getting ready to go. We have our eyes on our pole sitter. That's Stephen Coleman and Slab Dog. Beautiful orange. There we go. The flag is down. Tommy, we're underway as we make our way into the laps. 8 laps here. And remember, this first time around is all part of the starter lap. We'll start counting once we come back by the home pylon.
Let's see who's quick out of the box there. And it looks like our number 1 pole position, Steve Coleman, Slab Dog, out to a great start.
Well, he really got the whole shot there, didn't he, Tommy? Now, one thing to remember in Formula One, these aircraft have fixed pitch propellers, which means they're not adjustable. It's a lot like getting on your 10-speed bike and leaving it in whatever gear it is. And if you're in a really high gear that goes fast at high speed, it has a hard time getting started. So you'll see different strategies by our pilots and crews in the start. That also plays into the strategy of this starter lap once they're up to speed. So you will see aircraft get off quick. Don't let that fool you. They will sometimes be really quick once they're in the air.
37 there, qualified at 184.669 for this final ultimate race.
He makes his way down the backside of what are 6 total pylons on this 3.5-mile course. And Tommy, interestingly enough, every one of our pylons also has a light, which helps aid the visibility in these very small aircraft that, with pilot fuel and everything, weighs a lot of times under 800 pounds. Half the weight of a Harley Davidson, if you can believe that.
There's not a lot of room inside.
No, you say, you know, the pilots that fly these say you strap them on. And I believe that's absolutely true.
Stephen Coleman definitely in control so far as he begins his first lap. Once he passes the start-finish pylon, and he is into it right now, lap number 1 of 8. See second and third, race 17 and race 9, Bourgeois and White Plane. And the red and white, Scott Holmes in Outlaw.
Fantastic split screen view there for our viewers at home, but look at that beautiful sky here at Reno State Airport with our leader, Stephen Coleman, in Slab Dog, as he makes his way around the course. Remember, we're completing lap number 1 now as he makes his way into around pylon number 4 on the far west end of our up-close and personal 3.5-mile course.
Got himself a good lead, but remember, we're going 8 laps, so there's time. There's something to develop at any point.
Certainly.
Back in the back, at the front. You just never know. This is the big one. Nobody's going to leave anything on the table today.
That's exactly right. Good shot of our leader on the right side and our second place aircraft, Scott Holmes in the Outlaw Special. There as he makes his way on the left side there as they continue to come by the home pylon one more time, and we are working our way through lap number 2. This is so exciting, Tommy. I'll tell you what. Saturday morning at Reno at the National Championship Air Races, and we are awarding a medal out of this race. This is the bronze medal race. I'm so excited. We have a gold race tomorrow. And, it's just nonstop action. We have a full card all day today, but it's going to have a tough time competing with the adrenaline and excitement that's happening right here in front of us right now.
Coleman on your right, race 37. Started in the pole position, got a great start.
He really did have a hole shot, but look there, and coming into the screen is race 17. That's Bourgeois in the white Annie Cassett as he makes his way around. Now on all closed course pylon racing, Tommy, you have to pass on the outside. You can see Push has made his way up and caught the leader, so that's exactly what we talked about, the difference of at altitude, up to speed. And Push obviously has a combination that is gaining on our leader.
He's definitely figured something out. On the left, you see our leader.
There's the leader in second place right there as they head into. So it appears on the straightaways, Push is able to gain a little ground, but the inside track is always the advantage. It's the shortest way around this 3.5-mile course.
We are into lap number 3 now. These two are our leaders. You just saw them.
Great camera views for our folks at home from out in the desert, Tommy, right out in the pylons where the racers are coming right over at a minimum altitude of 50 feet and speeds upwards of 185 miles an hour in this class. This is truly the battle of the day right at the moment. This is your battle for your lead. This is actually the bronze medal battle, Tommy. Right here, Push is doing everything he can in the white Cassett. We know is Annie, and he's making a little bit of ground here on the straightaways. This is the backstretch, and you can see him gaining slightly on this view, but then when we roll around pylon 4 right here as they begin this turn, this is where the advantage goes to our leader on the inside track, Stephen Coleman and Slab Dog.
Bourgeois, the rookie in the white plane there.
truly international racing here at Reno, Tommy, and in this class, the International Formula One and International Bronze Medal Final. Race 1-7, again, continuing to make just a little bit of ground. I'm just not sure we have enough laps left for him to get all the way around. We'll see. He makes great strides on the straightaways, but really taking that longer way around has trouble converting that momentum into a pass.
3 laps to go.
This is certainly the battle of the that's on the course. The other competitors have strung out behind. Off screen of our race, but look at this right here. He's beginning to make a little bit, this is a little bit of an illusion with that camera angle. You can see they are wingtip to wingtip, shoulder to shoulder, Tom, as we head around pylon number 4 on the west end of the course. Those beautiful motors on these racers. One of the things in this class, it's a true technical formula class. They all fly the same Continental 0200 engine. And there we are at 3rd place. That's Scott Holmes in Outlaw Special. Beautiful red and white Cassett racer.
Behind our 2 leaders who are so close together right now. It come down to the very last second.
You know, Tommy, a lot like many forms of motorsport racing, sizing up the person you're about to pass is a big part of the strategy. So we see Push Waugh. He continues to figure out where does he have the advantage. He's testing and looking for that mistake. He is so close. If Stephen Coleman makes any kind of a bubble or a burp, he's going to be right past him. But he may be holding something in the tank here. We are on lap 6. We're about to complete it. They're coming around pylon number 6, headed for the home pylon to complete lap number 6. He may be holding something back that he's going to fire up here in another lap or so just to get by for the win. We'll see. This is going to be a great one, Tommy.
You say, Rob, come up with something special. He may be holding it.
He may have something in the tank. We'll see. He may also be giving it everything she's got, you know, as they say. But we'll see what he's got. You know, the pattern has been very consistent on the straightaways. He's able to make a little ground, but that shorter track around, the advantage goes to the pole position, or at least the inside track on every lap, and that's what our leader, Stephen Coleman, who was our pole sitter, has continued to hold the lead the entire race. Certainly under pressure, though, and Push Waugh is right on his bumper, as they say. Bearing down on him.
Stephen not leaving anything in the tank as well. He got a little extra on that one. Didn't quite get caught up to on the straightaway as he has on the previous 4 laps.
I saw him bounce a little bit coming by the home pylon. I think he slipped into the turbulence a little bit, and that may have slowed him up some. We are on our white flag lap, Tommy, as we complete pylons 1, 2, and 3 for the final time with our 2 leaders. So now is the time. If Push has anything for him, we're going to see it right here. Tommy, we're about to win a 2023 bronze medal. In the pack, that's the very special Carl Robinson. To our leaders. Final 3 pylons as they begin to encounter lap traffic down on the bottom. Our leader, the orange plane in the middle. Push Waugh in the white, Annie challenging him. Tommy, let's see where it's going to go. Does he have anything for him as we come to the finish?
Closing, but not fast enough.
Man.
Stephen Coleman unofficially with the slab dog, 37, your winner.
And here's our 3rd place unofficial as Scott Holmes in the Outlaw Special coming around pylon number 6 for the final time. And he takes the checkered flag there. Behind him, this is Carl Robinson, the Buddy Special. Got a couple more racers on the track, Tommy, that are coming around the corner here.
Sonic Zoom, race 58.
Todd Rumsey should
on
be
its way.
Jumping into our view any second. There he is. as he comes around the final 3 pylons on the west end of our course. Up close and personal view right here. Look at that, Tommy. How beautiful is that? Saturday morning bronze medal race. The final flag here at the 2023 National Championship Air Races. Dominic Cacalucci.
Sky Addict, race 72, coming in 6th place.
Wow, Tommy, I don't know. Man, my heart is racing. Well, let's jump back and take a look at this. You saw exiting the left side of the screen there. That was our leader, our pole sitter, Stephen Coleman. Immediately jumped out. He got the whole shot. He held that inside track, what turned out to be flag to flag, pole to pole. But there you see Carl Robinson, the field behind, were doing everything they could to catch up to him. But here's a great look at the Outlaw Special as he made his way. A solid 3rd place performance by him. But halfway through the race, look who showed up to challenge our leader, our international competitor out of Mumbai, India.
Rookie here, and what a great debut for him at these air races here. This national championship air race comes from an aviation family in India.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had such a great race, and he tried every strategy he could. But again, the one thing here on closed course pylon racing, you have to pass on the outside. That proved out in spades in this race. He just didn't have enough extra to make that longer track work to get around. And in the end, here's the finish as they encounter lap traffic. Stephen Coleman, Slab Dog, your unofficial bronze medal winner, Tommy.
Good stuff. First medal awarded in these in this meet in the desert for the final time for the 2023 National Championship Air Races at Reno. And Stephen Coleman, first medal, bronze medal to him. Bourgeois, number 17, Annie in 2nd place. What a great rookie debut. Scott Holmes in Outlaw, 3rd place in race 9. Carl Robinson, the Buddy Special, race number 6. Todd Rumsey, race number 58, Sonic Zoom, and Dominic Cacalucci, 72, the Sky Addict, Formula 1, bronze medal.